Hello and welcome to today's video. We are here for Season 4, Episode number 13 of our Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series NASCAR Heat 2 Championship. Now there's only this week and next week left for this season, and then we're jumping right into Season number 5. I'm not sure. I was just going to actually look before I started what driver will be racing that season. Of course, I'm not going to tell you guys yet, but I'm sure if you go peep that video from a while ago, I'm sure that I say who it is, or I see here who I will be racing in Season number 5. Cool. Alright, so today though we're taking on Darlington and Indianapolis to wrap up the regular season. In the next episode we begin the playoffs taking on Las Vegas, Richmond, and Charlotte, but of course the road course for Charlotte. Then, on Sunday, we take on Dover, Talladega, and Kansas. Kansas, of course, the only track we do not have a win at. Obviously not counting the Charlotte road course because we never raced there. Alright, so today, though, it's Darlington and Indianapolis to wrap up. Alright, so we qualified 24th here at Darlington. Now, I do believe that we still have a win, not a win streak, but a top 5 finish streak from about mid-season going here, so if we keep that up, just heading into the playoffs, we would definitely be the regular season champion, which we want to be, so we can get those bonus points of 15 more, because we already have 30, so another 15 on that will be very, very beneficial to us going into the playoffs. Of course, the goal is to win a race in every round of the playoffs and kind of move along, but if that doesn't work out, then we got points to fall back on. Now, past thing, I believe, I don't know, Blaney there, I noticed it was Ford. And that reminded me that Mustangs are going to be raced in the Cup Series in 2019, and that's pretty cool. Mustangs are my favorite muscle car, so for them to be in the Cup Series, it's very cool. I don't know, I think it's just cool. You know, the 3 brands that are in NASCAR in the top, well, NASCAR in general, Ford is my favorite of the brands, so it's cool. Even though my favorite drivers, basically, until last season, never drove a Ford. It was interesting, because Tony Stewart was my favorite driver until, like, I got back into watching NASCAR. Actually, my first favorite driver was Terry Labonte. I was really little. But that wasn't like a thing for long, but still, he drove a Chevy. And then Tony Stewart was my favorite driver, and I don't know, was he driving a Pontiac or a Chevy when he became my favorite driver? I'm not sure. By the way, he's one of those two. And then he went and drove a Toyota for 1 year. Still a car out there. Because that's when Joe Gibbs raced and switched to Toyota, and then he left and made his own team. Which was a Chevy team. Then I kind of like stopped watching NASCAR for a couple years, and like 2010, 2011, something like that. And then that's when I got back into watching NASCAR in 2014 and started liking Kevin Harvick. He was always a driver that I really liked. He was like one of my favorites, but he never was my favorite. And for some reason, I came back to watching NASCAR and he just became my favorite driver. I know I didn't keep Tony Stewart my favorite driver, but doesn't really matter. And then, yeah, so Kevin Harvick drove Chevy until 2017. But the thing is, basically every driver that I've liked, or my favorite driver, has always driven a Chevy. And then when Kevin Harvick retires, my favorite driver will probably be William Byron, who will be driving a Chevy. So that's a thing. Now, what I was thinking was, when I was doing my qualifying lap, it reminded me, because I'm like, we're on episode 13 of this, and I thought back to all the different seasons, and we've done 17 episodes every season since season 2 of NASCAR Heat Evolution. So season season 2 through 9 of that, and then for NASCAR Heat 2 it was 1 through 4. I haven't done 17 yet, but you get the point. We're gonna do 17.
Easy in there, you're 3 wide.
Even season 5 is already planning to do that. It's just that's how it works out. With the way that we have the schedule worked out, what is happening? That's just what happens, right? So season 1, the reason it's 17 episodes is because of season 1. Season 1, I decided we're doing 3 races each episode, and then do something for the playoffs. Somehow the math worked out that I was able to do it 3 episodes, and then somehow get the playoffs to be the way they're supposed to be. Unless it wasn't the way it was supposed to be. I don't know. Not entirely sure how that season worked out, but either way, we did 3 races, 3 episodes every week. So it's like what we do now, basically. But before, for the first 3 episodes of first 3 seasons of NASCAR Heat 2, we didn't.
Almost ready. Green is going green.
But I liked being able to focus on the Cup Series more, honestly. As much as I liked racing Xfinity and Truck, I think it's cool to just focus on one series.
Outside, still there.
Especially considering I don't really watch those other 2 series ever.
Outside, still there.
I occasionally watch an Xfinity race if it's on, but I don't like make the effort to. Because I got the TV set up to just record like NASCAR races, and sometimes it'll just come on if there's something else on TV. Even though it's only stuff for the Cup races if I miss them, which is pretty rare. But
Inside.
yeah, so the thing records the races, and it just records everything that says NASCAR racing. So like every qualifying and every practice, and it's like I don't want this. But either way, it has Xfinity set up to record those races, and then if it just turns on and there's nothing else on, then it's just like, well, good thing. Like I watched others on Saturday. I woke up and I went out there and
All clear.
the race was not on, but they had the pre-race stuff going on for the Xfinity race.
Outside.
And my mom said that it like turned on or something.
Clear all around.
So that's just what it does. But either way, we are here in Darlington. We have to kind of work away from the back because I took tires and fuel and repaired my car. But I feel like we have a shot to get into the top 5. Oh, I never really get to finish explaining though my thing about seasons and why season 1
Still there, he's outside.
NASCAR Evolution was a little different. So throwback to that. Basically, as you guys know, we do 17 episodes and 2 races per episode except for the playoffs, which we do 3 to do the whole round. Basically what happened... Wait! I forgot to add the rounds to the thumbnail! Oh my god. Oh my god. I'll do that in between. It'll be up by the time. You won't know that I didn't do it. Basically, what happened was recording 9 races a week was just a real lot. I think I did longer races, maybe 2. So I cut down the amount of races that we did, and I cut down the amount of, I think it might have been the amount of laps. I'm not sure, but we did change it up. So how far am I behind? I'm really not that far behind. We can catch up. We'll catch up. No, we won't. Damn it. I just killed any potential run that we were making. Alright, so... Does anybody want to just get back real quick by me and, like, help me out?
Outside, real tight. There you go.
That was not the intended plan. Damn it. I kind of just spun out and crashed myself.
Nice and smooth here. We're going green.
That sucked.
Need 2 more passes, driver. 2 go. Inside still there. Clear high.
That sucked, man.
All clear, all clear.
Okay.
Clear all around. Outside still there. All clear. Yellow flag, yellow flag.
Alright, so we're up into 4th now. I was just trying to get in the top 5, honestly. That's what mattered to me.
It's in. Race is going green. Green flag. Go, 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 go.
I know I said I didn't care if the streak's yet alive, but
Outside.
I don't know what it's at, and I want to make sure that I can
Outside.
have a reason to check what it's at. And I'd love another win going into the playoffs. We got Indy coming up, and I'm confident on my chances there. So maybe I'll let Darlington just go here, let Logano or Keselowski, one of those two, take that here, and then we'll move on and go to Indy and try to get a win there.
Just one more good lap. This is it.
Because Indy's a really, really good track for me, so to have that as the last race to get into the playoffs. Imagine if we didn't have any wins on the season and we needed one.
Outside.
That would be a place that I would not mind to see come up on the schedule. Of course, I have 6 wins,
Outside.
so
Hold your line.
not too concerned in the wins category. The battle for 3rd here.
All clear.
We're going to take it.
5.
I think Busch even lost a spot there. I'm not sure, but... Alright. On to Indianapolis. First of all, I don't feel the need to qualify here at Indianapolis. Second of all, it's kind of weird that this is the final race to get into the playoffs. It doesn't feel like Indy's like not that race, you know what I mean? I'm just so used to being a short track. It's always been Richmond.
Still a car out there.
So it's a little bit weird to go to Indianapolis to
Outside.
see who's going to make the playoffs in the end, but you know, we're here either way.
Clear.
Now, I'd have 14, 13 races in a row with the top 5 finishes.
All clear. All
So,
clear.
yeah. Now, more important things to note: the playoffs coming up. There are 3 spots available on points. So if a new driver does not get a win, there will be 3 drivers getting in on points. Of course, Kyle Busch already has enough points, and he's in because he's like 3rd in
Clear high,
points.
quick. Outside. Still there.
So if he gets a win, it doesn't really matter.
Clear up top.
But yeah, so Kyle Busch is one of the drivers that is already in based on points. So there's 2 spots left. I think currently Brad Keselowski is one of those drivers that's in, and Kurt Busch is behind him by 8 points, currently out of the playoffs. I forgot who was above him
Easy. Hold your line.
points-wise, but
Clear all around.
he's above Keselowski points-wise. But it's very... Maybe it's Hamlin. No, Hamlin has a win. I'm not sure.
Steady.
Wait, Hamlin doesn't have a win, does he? Yeah, remember I, like, wrecked into him at Bristol. I wrecked him there, and then I looked and he didn't have a win. I'm like, oh, wow.
Clear, clear.
Interesting. So there's only 9 laps to go until the playoffs begin here in season number 4. Very, very exciting times. We're going to find out which drivers are currently in. We're going to find out which drivers are in the beginning of the next episode. Who we're going to be racing against for a championship. We're not pitting. We're not pitting. We're not pitting. We're not pitting. We're not doing that. We're just not. It's just not happening. I refuse to pit.
Almost
I
ready.
just won't do it.
Nice and smooth here. We're going green.
I think I should be able to make it on fuel. That's why.
Outside, real
Yeah.
tight.
7 laps on fuel, 6 laps to go.
Get to the bottom. Get to the bottom. Hold a steady wheel. Outside.
So we got Larson there. Keselowski needs a decent finish to make the playoffs here. If he doesn't, if he crashes out, Busch is in. Basically. Gonna run on Keselowski here.
Still a car out there.
Since this is like the last race to get in the playoffs, we're not gonna like
Still there.
run super risky around. Mostly Keselowski, so he can try to get in or whatever. And same with most of the cars. Unless I know they have a win, I'm gonna try to keep it clean. Of course, unless it's Kyle Busch as well, because he's already in the points. Drivers that I know we're not in, or I don't know if they're in, I'll try to keep it a little bit more clean around him. Like Keselowski here, he's had a pretty good season. It's just he hasn't been able to get a win, which has been able to lock him in. He's on the edge of it. He's like 10th of points. So, in no means has he had a bad season. You're 10th in points and you're making the playoffs, like, that's a thing. Because I think drivers like Austin Dillon got in with a lucky win. So that's certain drivers that just managed to somehow get a win that aren't as good. Just kind of there. So who's going to win this thing, though? This is a very, very interesting race. See, by the time that I get a run to sort of do anything here, we come to the corner. Like, I was catching Keselowski, considering giving him a bump. See if I can get him by Larson maybe here, but off the corner, he's going to pull away a little bit, and by the time I'm going to get to him, it's going to be too late, isn't it? Maybe not. Maybe I can give him a little bit of a bump here. Is that too much of a shove? I don't know. I think that helped him. Holy shit. He was just into that corner. That boy was gone. So what is it, like a 4-car battle up here? Yeah. Larson, Keselowski, myself, and Truex. 2 Chevys, a Ford, and a Toyota. It's Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Toyota. And I think Chevy in 5th as well. I think I've seen Jimmy Johnson. It was 5th, right? It's Kyle Busch now. So it is Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Toyota, Toyota. He didn't want to use that run to help him get in the corner. I think he could have passed Larson there. I really do.
Inside, still there.
Truex got by me in that corner and really messed up the entry there.
Need 2 more fastballs, driver. Easy, easy.
Truex had a little bit loose there that time himself. This is a crazy battle up here, though. Somebody's going to have to make a move. Larson's been leading this entire race. We're just all going on a line here? Well, I'm kind of bored of that.
Hold your line. Stay low, stay low. Hold your line.
Keselowski just got spun out on that incident, too. And Larson got hit by Keselowski, who was spinning, so now it's Truex in the lead.
Gotta come in for fuel.
So now Truex in the lead. So that was my concern about pushing Keselowski like that, was it was going to take him out. Because going in these corners and you push the AI too hard and they start spinning. Are we just going to give Truex a win like that? I think we are. We ran so hard in 2nd place or 3rd place just to... Am I going to have to pit? Like... I don't know if I can make it. You know, I'll risk it, but this may be the end of our streak of top finishes. Maybe. I believe I only have 1 lap of fuel.
Steady. Race is going green. You're almost out of gas. Need 2 more fastballs, driver.
Yeah, I have 1 lap of fuel left.
Still 3 wide. 3 wide. Outside, real tight. Inside, still there. Inside, still there.
Well, it was fun finishing in the top 5 for
Inside,
that
good drive
row,
off
but,
here.
you know, it has to happen at some point, and I'd rather have it happen now than in the playoffs. Because we're out if you would.
Clear down low. Bring her in, you're low on gas.
I didn't expect Indianapolis to be the track
Inside,
that
he's
we
on
were
your bumper.
struggling. You know what? Might as well take 4 tires. Oh, Kevin Harvick's out. Wow, he just must have went out because he was up there competing like 2 seconds ago.
Ready. Steady. Okay, be smart out there. We're going green.
I'd much rather pit then than fall back to the
Two
field.
laps left.
Because now I won't finish in last place because I can pass a couple of these cars.
Stay low, stay low. Hold
I will be
steady
able to
wheel.
pass a couple of these cars and get up to the field.
Clear. The yellow's out.
Oh my god. Everybody else is about to have to pit now.
Get set. Nice and smooth here. We're going green.
So that was the
Green flag,
one
green
risk
flag.
with pitting or not pitting when everybody else did.
Two
Is
laps left.
the situation that we're in now, that we're so far in the back of the field.
Stay high. Hold your line.
Because the race didn't go green the rest of the way. We had 1 lap to go. It should be like a turn away.
Keep it right there. Keep it right there. Outside's clear.
That dude went through the wall. I'm trying to drive up as far as I can, but
Clear.
maybe we'll keep the streak alive or we can like get another caution or
clear.
something.
The bottom's clear.
Chances of that
All
happening,
clear, driver.
very unlikely.
The yellow's out.
Oh, there we go. And I hit Allmendinger, I think that spun him out, but
Nice and smooth here. We're going green.
trying to work our way through the rest of this race here. Just, try to get ourselves back in contention and maybe win this thing. I mean, we averaged
Clear low.
ran in like 3rd most of this race, so that should at least be in the top 10 to show for something that I did,
Easy, easy.
and not just running out of fuel.
Outside, hold your line.
You know,
All clear.
that'd be nice to show that, because I ran out of fuel as the wreck happened in the last.
Get to the bottom. Get to the bottom. Hold your line.
That time Blaney's going around.
Clear up top.
Oh my god. All these top cars are pitting now. Oh boy. This has put us in a crazy position.
Check your belts. We're going to the green. Stay sharp. The green's coming. Inside, he's on your bumper.
You know, part of me doesn't really
Three wide,
want
covered on both
Ryan in the
sides.
playoffs, if I'm honest.
The bottom's clear. Low, low. Inside, still there.
If I'm honest,
Clear down low. Clear,
I'm not
clear.
really big into Ryan Newman making the playoffs, so we'll see. Maybe Almirola makes the playoffs.
Gotta come in for fuel.
What if he wins and knocks Keselowski out? He would look a great run, but had to pit. Keselowski's not making the playoffs at this point. He pit in the last caution.
The leader is entering pit road this lap.
Almirola's not going to make the playoffs. There goes his playoffs chance.
Last lap.
Here we go. Final lap around here.
Bring her in. You're low on gas.
Somehow, through everybody being crashed in the corner 10 different times, we managed to work our way back and end up in first at Indianapolis. A win here to overcome that, well, would be kind of wild and would give us some momentum heading into the playoffs instead of losing all of our momentum by not getting a top 5 here. We wanted to oval track since winning at Bristol
Bring her in.
early in
You're
the
low on
season.
gas.
The last oval we won was Bristol. Until right now.
Wait a minute, guys. That's a win.
How? Now, I don't think this is technically an oval track, but you know what? Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.